Bears win 35-16 over Jacksonville, improved to 4-2 on the season. Let's talk about it. So, the Bears started their season not very good. The offensive line did not look like the same offensive line that we had last year. There was a lot of questions about Shane Waldron going into the year, and after starting the season 2-1, the Bears have now won. Or I'm sorry, starting 1-2, the Bears have won their last three, and they look like some pretty good wins. I'm not gonna lie to you. These wins have shown me that the offensive line is starting to get it together. Shane Waldron is expanding his game a little bit, and I think that the Bears are looking pretty good right now. I understand that it is the now 1-5 Jacksonville Jaguars, but still a professional football team nonetheless. Um, I want to start off by saying that this is a new channel. I have aspirations for sports talk and gaming. I'm currently recording with a Galaxy S24 Ultra. I'm using my laptop here. I'm learning how to do video editing and things like that. I would like to make this a part-time gig, maybe a full-time job someday, but we all got to start somewhere. So let's see how this works out. I'd like to get some recording equipment, maybe even build my own PC, but we'll see if we can get there one day. But yeah, 35-16 over Jacksonville. Looking at the stats here, Justin Fields had a completion rate of 79%, 226 yards and 4 touchdowns. That actually is a record for Bears rookie quarterbacks. looking at um, looking at some stats going back a few games, you could really see that Justin Fields is actually starting to understand that game. He's really starting to understand when pressure's coming behind him, when that pocket is collapsing. He had let's see here, 226 today, an average of 7.8 yards per play, which is actually pretty decent considering how our offensive line is right now. 4 touchdowns to 1 interception, and that interception, he did also say that he knew that was his bad, that was his fault. He knew that he got too much air under that ball. But I mean, when you're a rookie learning in this league, you got to learn fast. And I mean, he answered that back with 3 touchdowns. So I can't really say that I'm that mad about it. 23 completions in 29 attempts. That says a lot to Shane Waldron because, in the first couple of weeks, he had, looking back, week 1, he attempted 37 passes, week 2, 52, week 3, 29, week 4, 29. So they're starting to get that game evened out, run game and passing game, and I love to see that. It is also, what is it now, the 11th game where the defense has let up 21 or less points, which is kind of an insane stat to think about. They now are undefeated in home games, I believe, in the last 8 games now, maybe 9, because that game in London did count as a home game for the Bears. Let's see here, going down a little bit. I do like the direction that the Bears offense is going. It's the offensive line is starting to gel with each other, which is actually crazy because we still have a number of injuries on that offensive line. But where we were week 1, where it looked like we had regressed so bad from last year, given the fact that we had the same guys for the most part, I mean, it was crazy to see that kind of regression. And also Shane Waldron had some really, really crazy play schemes that they had guys blocking defensive guys that they shouldn't be blocking, and it just wasn't working. It really kind of sucks that it took 2 really winnable losses to get there, but I mean, it's better to learn earlier in the season than later in the season, I suppose. But yeah, I just like to see Caleb Williams in his progressive growth. I mean, let's see here. Week 1, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Week 2, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Week 3, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Week 4, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and today 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. And the other thing that I like to see is that it seems to be that the ball is getting downfield a little bit more. I'm looking at the long ball. Today was 31 yards. Last week was 42. And those aren't, I would say, really luck plays like they were in maybe the loss against Indianapolis or the win against the Rams. Those are balls where guys are creating separation and getting open. So you also like to see that. I like to see the ball getting downfield a little bit more because I thought that the play calling was quite a bit conservative the first couple weeks, and to see that opening it up, I really like to see that personally. And with that, let's check on some other scores here. I believe we're all done for the games until prime time. You got Atlanta up over Carolina, 35-20, 4:14 to go at this moment of recording. The Eagles took down the Browns, 2016. Buccaneers, 51-27 over the Saints. I mean, either the Saints got a really bad defense or Baker Mayfield is just him, because 51 points is Jesus. Chargers 21-16 over the Broncos. Texans 41-21 over the Patriots. No surprise there. CJ Stroud is balling out. He's got a really good defense to match him. The Cardinals defeated by Green Bay 34-13. The Colts up over the Titans 2017, and the Steelers 32-13 over the Raiders. If I look at the Bears schedule here, which I know that they have a bye week, but I do not have it pulled up. Let's see. So we got the bye, and then we play the Commanders. I would like to think that that's a very winnable game. I think that our defense is absolutely 100% elite, and I also think that the offensive line is getting it together enough to protect the quarterback, which I like to see. Caleb Williams getting more time, just learning. He's just getting through the game very quick. The Patriots, 100% a winnable game, and then it gets tough because you play the Vikings, Cardinals, Packers, Lions. I mean, you are so NFC stacked at the end of the year. Like I said, it goes by Commanders, then the Cardinals. Wait a minute, am I reading this right? Yes, I am. I'm reading this right. Okay. Yeah, I'm reading this right. Schedule side by side, not just straight down. So yeah, Commanders, Cardinals, Patriots, then the Packers, Vikings, Lions, 49ers, Vikings, Lions, Seahawks, Packers. So I am very thankful that the defense is getting it together as they are, because it is a very tough schedule from basically November 17th on. That is going to be your real test of your offensive line, so I hope to see that. But yeah, transitioning from the Bears talk, let's talk about what I would like to do with the channel. I like to game. I like to play NASCAR games. I like to play Call of Duty. I do play some sports games, but not really a lot. My sports games I just kind of have on my Xbox just to kind of mess around with when I got free time. I do most of my racing and Call of Duty on my laptop, which I don't know if my laptop is solid enough to stream with. I'm going to try to set it up with Streamlabs and see if it'll hold up to it. I hope it does, because I'm also upgrading the RAM and the hard drive in it so that I got more of a game library to choose from, because I got like a bunch of old Call of Duties with zombies and all of that stuff, so that would be kind of fun to play too on a stream. We'll see how that works out. But I would like to do a video series with like the NASCAR Heat 5, do a career mode starting from scratch, see how fast we could build a winning championship team. That would be kind of cool. I would also like to do... I would also like to just live stream like Warzone. I play with my brother a lot, so that would be kind of neat. And yeah, I want this to be just a nice, fun little side project. I also want to get better at speaking out loud, or just speaking like when I'm talking to nobody. So we'll see how this all transforms, and we'll see if we could grow together. So. If you enjoyed the video, I appreciate it. I could also talk about baseball, hockey. I like all sports, so we'll we'll see how that unravels, and then if you have any other topics to talk about, you could also just leave it in the comments, or yeah, I'm sorry, just leave it in the comments, and we could go from there. So catch you in the next one.